In the quiet village of Ravenswood, a sense of foreboding settled upon its residents when strange occurrences began plaguing the Thompson household. Lucy Thompson, a sweet and innocent girl of 12, became the focal point of these sinister happenings. Her once bright eyes now held a haunting emptiness, and her laughter had turned into eerie whispers that echoed through the halls of their home. Lucy's parents, William and Margaret, desperate to save their daughter, sought the help of Father Michael, a seasoned priest known for his expertise in exorcisms. As the sun dipped below the horizon, Father Michael arrived at the Thompson residence, carrying with him a sense of solemn determination. The atmosphere in the house was tense as Father Michael began the exorcism ritual. Margaret and William watched with bated breath, their hearts heavy with the fear of the unknown. The room grew colder, and a faint scent of sulfur filled the air. The priest's prayers grew louder, attempting to drive out the malevolent spirit that had taken hold of Lucy. The house trembled, and dark shadows danced on the walls as Father Michael continued the exorcism. Lucy's voice changed, her innocent tone replaced by a guttural growl. An unnerving smile spread across her face as her body contorted in ways that defied natural limits. Terrified, her parents held each other, seeking comfort in the face of unimaginable horror. The entity within Lucy taunted them, spewing profanities and revealing their darkest secrets. It was as if the spirit had intimate knowledge of their deepest fears, exploiting their vulnerabilities. Hours turned to an eternity as Father Michael's resolve remained unyielding. With each prayer, he attempted to weaken the grip of the malevolent presence on Lucy's soul. Beads of sweat formed on his forehead, but he pressed on, driven by the determination to save the innocent child. Just as dawn approached, a deafening roar filled the room, and Lucy levitated off the ground, defying the laws of gravity. The priest recited Latin incantations, seeking divine intervention to expel the demon that held her captive. The room felt like a battleground of good and evil forces clashing in a desperate struggle. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity, Lucy's body dropped back to the floor, and her eyes met Father Michael's with a glimmer of her former innocence. The priest knew that he had made progress, but the battle was far from over. The demon within Lucy was cunning and resilient. Exhausted and shaken, the priest paused for a moment to collect his thoughts. He knew that he needed divine guidance to defeat the malevolent spirit once and for all. His faith unshaken, Father Michael pressed on, determined to save the tormented girl. Throughout the following days, the exorcism continued, each session more intense than the last. Father Michael invoked the name of God, calling upon angels to aid him in the battle against the darkness. The presence within Lucy fought back with equal fervor, taunting the priest and using every ounce of energy to cling to its host. As days turned into weeks, Lucy's condition worsened. Her body grew weaker, and her voice became a mere whisper, barely audible amid the cacophony of malevolent growls. The strain was taking a toll on Father Michael as well, but he knew he couldn't falter. The lives of an innocent child and her anguished family hung in the balance. Finally, on a moonless night, as the clock struck midnight, Father Michael faced the final showdown with the malevolent entity. The room was filled with an aura of eerie silence, as if the world held its breath in anticipation. The priest's eyes burned with an unwavering determination as he confronted the demon within Lucy. With the power of faith and the strength of his convictions, Father Michael delivered a final, resolute prayer. His voice resonated with authority and divine guidance, seeking to banish the malevolent spirit from the girl's soul once and for all. A powerful surge of energy filled the room,